Hello everybody and welcome back to Lone Oak Farm. And today we're going to start harvesting this monstrosity. I've got one little area that we've got to take care of on the fertilizer. If you remember, we lost half of the fertilization that we could do, so we're going to be much more careful in how we go about things in the future. So basically we just missed a little bit right here, so that's what we're going to hit. And then we've got the big bud is working in field 28. God, that sounds so good to say. But yeah, we're gonna get the harvester running in here in just a second. As soon as I do this remaining headland, I had to use GPS because I don't want to waste. It cost us $15,000 to fill this thing up. So yeah, let's not waste any of it. The best that we can, and just keep pushing forward. I think is the best bet for us, you know. So we are doing just that, but we're also going to do a little bit of courseplay work. So we're going to be setting up courseplay for fields. Oh, if I can get courseplay out of the way, or the GPS one out of the way. Fields 18, 19, and 20. We're going to go ahead and do a courseplay path for them. That way we can just be done and not worry about it anymore. And I think that's our goal for the day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a bottom headland here twice in the harvester myself, and then set that going. Whoa, walking really fast. Then we're going to just let it go by itself there. So should be a-okay to work for a bit. I'm really thinking about getting a second one of these if we get into needing some more equipment, because I don't see us really needing much bigger headers in the near future. Although, you know, it would be nice to have the big 60-footers. So, yeah, that is the current plan. I would love to get a Kloss 60-foot header, or well, it's the Kloss, but it has the pipe extension to run a 60-foot header, I should say. So that is that's like my end goal. I think is one or two of those, and we should be able to do a lot. I think a lot is the word I am looking for here. What else do we need? I have extreme baling on. People that have seen that pack probably know what it is. It has the big Heston baler and a special special trailer that goes with it to pick up the bales. So I think we're going to do another cereal crop in this field next. I think, you know, it's large enough and we should be able to make some Heston bales and everything. So that should be pretty good. We would rent the Heston baler. I know that seems very odd, but should be a pretty good time. They are gigantic bales. Well, they were gigantic bales until I installed the John Deere bale. Now they're kind of in the middle, but should be a good deal to have. We'll do that with the extreme baling, and then probably get a Wilson trailer and get those loaded up and take and turn them in. So, or we could do standard size bales and wrap those. You never know. I don't know. Or not wrap them. We could do standard size bales. Now, I am having one issue with the Big Bud, which I always have, is the workers do not like the articulated tractors. So I'm going to be very picky with how I get them set up so they can just do a turn. I didn't run any headlands for the poor guy, so he is having a time, and that is nobody's fault but my own. And you know, I think I can get him fixed here in just a little bit. But we're running the double headland here, so we don't have to worry about this guy stopping at all. I don't want him to stop ever. I just want to unload, and I don't know what the prices are today. I haven't checked, but we will definitely be checking on that. Our next purchase is probably going to be the Great Plains planter I was talking about in the last episode. Should fit nicely into our farm, and would help seed out some of this stuff pretty quick. So that is the goal for the day, I guess. It would take a few trailer loads full to get that, but I definitely want to run, you know, wheat or barley in this field again before we switch over to a root crop, just so we have, you know, some other income coming in besides just the product. And should be, you know, pretty... What we get, 200 bales out of the last one? So hopefully we can get a few more this time. That should be pretty good. Now, in order to do that, I will be running the baler on Follow Me right behind the tractor. So whatever, or right behind the combine. So whatever we decide to do there, that is what's going to happen. That way I can... I'm going to have to set up a course-play course for this field. So, you know, it's going to happen at some point in its life. So it might as well happen sooner than later. That way we can, you know, get some stuff baled all at one time. I want to be as productive as we can. Don't know what tractor we'd use it with. Big Bud doesn't have a PTO, so that is out. That is the only thing. We are lacking a tractor with high horsepower PTO. That probably be one of the next tractors that we get, is something along those lines, like a 8400R or, you know, something like that. Something with some big horsepower PTO. Now, we're going to start this guy and have him work east and west. Okay, I know that seems abnormal for me to do, but what you want is the worker to work on its longest path. So, this doesn't have IZ, so I can't show you. Let's see here. Easier screen to follow. Okay, there we go. We can actually see that. So, if we go this way, that is the longest path. And we shouldn't have any resistance until we get into this area here. So, you know, we'll have to do down into here. That's not a big deal, but we'll be doing like a typewriter, but a printer. So we're going to print out the field, basically, is what's going to happen. So if I get this set up and we do this correctly, then we should be a-okay. So if I just hit H here, hopefully the worker can figure out what I'm telling it to do. And yes, it should finish this and then work as a typewriter or a printer. God, typewriter. I don't know many of you who have ever seen a typewriter, so or learned to type on one. I learned to type on a typewriter, so that is probably information you didn't really need, but there it is. All right, so let's do a little bit of yard cleaning here first before we go mess with courseplay. I know it bothers some people, and I've been trying to do a little bit better, but I didn't know, like, really where to put most of the stuff. So we can put that there. We've got bales and everything to clean up, so we can bring the skid steer over and get those picked up. I've got, like, trucks and trailers and bales and tractors, just, they're everywhere right now. And I was trying to keep it kind of neat, and then work happened. So I haven't been able to do that for you guys. So let's just take a moment here. We are 55% full. If he's turned around, then I'm just going to go ahead and empty him out. We don't have to worry about it for a little bit. Yeah, the bales are like in the road, so that is something that we are going to have to take care of. Okay, so what I've done is just use the auto load script on the pickup here, and we're just going to pick these up this way. That way I don't have to drive the skid steer over here for 6 bales. It seems a little bit disingenuous. So, although we do need to bring the skid steer over here to click poop. I have lied to you guys, and I'm very, very sorry. Also, can't get these things to unload where I want them. I can never remember the keys. Okay, so work position. B, there we go. That's the button I was looking for. And then we get Y. There we go. Okay, so I will go get the skid steer and We'll shovel some poo. Not right now, but it will be over here. That way we can get that mess cleaned up. So it is a little bit of a mess, but we'll go ahead and take the PJ trailer over there. I'm not going to drive it over. I'm just going to drive it up on the PJ. Seems a little bit better in the end, honestly. Alright, so let's see if we can get the big bud going here. Like the correct direction and without any issues. So I'm going to start running them up and down the field instead of left and right on the field. And I'm hoping that this works. So I'm going to cut a pretty big headland in. That way you can just turn. That is what you want to do. If you have an articulated tractor and you can't figure out, okay, why is this happening? There are two things that cause it that I've noticed. And again, I'm not an expert at the game, but there are two things that I've noticed very, very well. If the articulated tractor has to back up when using an implement, it will fail. It will go all over the place. So you want it to turn into its direction. Whatever direction it's going to take, you want it to turn. You do not want it to be backing up. Okay? Second, the tractor, I know this is like waving you guys. I'm sorry. Was going to hook up the wheel, but I haven't. The second thing is if you have an articulated tractor and the implement is too small, then it will mess up. Okay? Because this cannot turn within the same width as this, more than likely. So it has to turn back up and then pull forward, right? Like we've seen our other tractors do this. So if we have an implement that is very wide on a articulated tractor, then there should not be an issue. If that reasoning sounds pretty good there, then it should make sense. Like you don't want the articulated tractors to back up. Not this. You don't want the two Challengers, or the Challenger and the Case. You don't want those to be backing up. You don't want any of the articulators to be backing up, because as soon as they do, they get a little lost, they get a little afraid, and they mess up. And then it'll start going around in circles. So we're going to cut a big enough headland here so that whenever we put this on a worker, he can just kind of turn. You might have to back up just a little bit. A little bit is fine, but if it's like X amount of meters, then it's going to mess up. So that is what it is. And the reason I'm not doing it here, a triple headland, is because there's open area, okay? So whenever it runs up to a building, it's like, okay, I can back this up. I can stop my turn short and back up and then get the rest. And you don't want it to do that. So hopefully, now this is a big hope, that this is going to work. I think that it will. Well, let's see. Let's see what they do. Okay, so we're on a worker right now. Now, how is it going to approach this? Yep. We're going to get it out of one turn. See how it cut to the left and then to the right? That's what you need to happen. You need it to do a button hook turn. That's what that's called, a button hook. Now, it's going to go forward and it's going to back up a little bit. Maybe. Okay, I don't know why it's pulling so far forward. That's... Yep. He messed up. Okay, it's probably an implement then, at this point. Because it was straight. So the offset on the implement in the settings could be wrong or something. I don't know. So I'm going to have to sit down and do this myself. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So we won't worry about that for right now. But, silver lining, this is not 80% full. So that is a plus. Put a little bit of fuel into John Deere. It is pretty empty. So we'll get it filled up and then we'll get started. Alright, there we go. We are full now. So, how do we want to do this? Is there a crown here? A little bit of one, isn't there? That might not be inducive to making the field there. So, yeah, what are we doing? Well, we're going to do course play in field 20? Yeah, 20. So we need to get up here, and we're going to get all our stuff figured out. That way we can get this going pretty good. Okay, so set up. We're going to do the headland, so we need to start course recording. All right, there we go. And then we just hit B. And wow, that thing is wide. Oh, this is going to be cakewalk. This is probably my favorite spreader, by the way. And I know I'm throwing a lot into the trees. I'm just making sure that we have good coverage. That is what we're going to say. Okay, so then we're going to stop. Then we're going to hit this button. And we're going to watch our tractor rock a little bit. And I need it to be lined up with the one I'm already in. I wish it'd done this on its own. I don't know why the tractor rocks. It only seems to be on plowed surface. Alright, so we can hit B. I am out of the tractor. I still hope I'm recording. Yes. Okay, so then we can hit Control W and then go. There we go. Hopefully this works. It should. I don't see any reason it won't. But, and I know we're going to, like, waste 18 meters worth of fertilizer there on them little trees. But, you know, they need a little love, too. They need some love. Alright, then we're going to start our turn manually. And get back here on track. And we should be good to go. Oh, yeah, this is easy. Easy, easy, easy. We are 56% full in the soybeans, too. So, need to keep an eye on that. The price is still over $1,600, and I have no problem selling at $1,600. That is, like, no lie. It's fine to me. Could we wait? Yes. Should we wait? Yeah, probably. Do I want more stuff? Way more than I want to wait for a green price. So I think that is kind of fair. And Control W. There we go. Hey, we might even get a little bit over there. That's fine. This fertilizer spreader is far too big for this side of the map. I was actually looking at linking these three fields together, but because that there is this uneven ground right here, it's going to be a pain. So I don't know that is a good idea. And if we do a little loop, there we go. And then we shut it off. And go up here. And we're off the field. So that is what we want. We can turn that off. And we can stop there. And then we can save this. And is what? F20. F20. 36 meter. I'm trying to think of something to spell without an E here. Because if I hit E, I'm going to get out of the tractor in this tractor. Let's just spell wrong. I don't want to spell wrong. Spreadar. There we go. Sparta. I don't know. Okay, return to save. There we go. So, we've got that. Great. So we can actually put that into our field 20 book here. So wherever that is. Where did that go? I saved that, didn't I? Why is it not here? F20. Oh, I'm reading it as like, okay. So we need to move this up into field 20. There we go. There we go. Okay. So that works. Great. Wonderful. And we can actually take that off of here. All right. So we can do this one really, really quickly. So let's go ahead on this one. We're going to preset. Looks like I've got it pretty well where I want it. So we're going to hit control like that. All right. And we can drive forward and stop. And I just need to back up just enough. All right. So we're going to start course recording here. There we go. Close that. Hit B, hit 3. Hopefully this all works out. It should. Everything else is fine. So oh, I missed the message that we're like 95% full. Great. Need to stop. Okay, so we're gonna pause this. Oh, I wish I'd paid attention, because now we're gonna have to drive in the crop because I didn't pay attention to what was going on. Okay, I'm actually gonna let him stop, and let's do this the most unharmful way that I can. Okay, so it is coming to a stop. Good. That's what we wanted. Because if something like this happens in the Super Duper Realistic series, then I want to be prepared. So there, we won't destroy as much. If crop destruction was on, we'd probably destroy a little bit there for sure, but not as bad as what it could have been. Alright, so we're going to record again. The Kenworth is 91% full. And we're gonna have to start taking that into account. I need to hit. Wow, I messed up my course play. Wonderful, because I didn't hit Control W because I tabbed out of the vehicle. Okay, well, anyway, things are happening right now. We need. I'm just gonna forget about this area up here. We shouldn't be planning it anyway. It's kind of a pain. So I'm just like at that point to where I'm like, okay, we don't need to do that, so let's not do that one, and just kind of get on with our lives after that. But everything else we do want to do. And if we miss a little bit, I think I'd rather miss like this little bit of a field edge, maybe, possibly. No, we'll go ahead and get it all. It's fine. So I'm just going to move our GPS edge over some, and we will have, you know, some overlap here, but it should be okay. It sucks that it wasn't set up correctly, but I think we're saving more time by doing it this way. So whatever couple 100 liters that we lose, we gain in time, I think. Maybe. It might work out. Possibly. I don't think that it does, but it would be nice thought that it does. So let's just go with that. How about that? Yeah, we're gonna have one extra strip. That's not too terribly bad for the amount of time that we're saving here. But yeah, that is the reason I don't really feel like we need to be doing soybeans so much. Is we've done a lot of that field already and haven't got much out of it. So it kind of sucks. I mean, yeah, we're going to make good money off the field, but not as much as I would like to. Maybe I'm just getting greedy. I don't know. I don't think that I'm a greedy person, but I very well could be. So I don't know. I just I think we could have done better, honestly. I really do think we could have done better with wheat or barley. We're going to find out. So I'm going to keep a tally of, well, no, can't because it's not equal. I didn't do it all as 100% fert, so that's going to have to wait. Which kind of sucks, because they're going to constantly expanding, so. But we can get a rough idea, you know, of what we're going to get. Yeah, if I'd paid more attention, this would have been a lot better off, but we're going to waste probably 100 liters, so I'm not too terribly worried about it, but it still sucks. Like, I know I done it wrong. I have to at least acknowledge that I've done something wrong. Okay, then we can head out to the edge of the field and be off of it. Alright, so we want to stop. Good. And save this as F19, 36 meter. Spelled horribly. How'd we spell that? Like that? I think it was. Okay, so return to save course. There we go. Alright, so field 20. We can select this one. It needs to be moved up into wait, did I do this wrong? No, I need field 19. Okay, field 19. So we can move this up to field 19. Here we go. So we should be good. Yes. Okay, good. So that's a couple of them down. Let's go ahead and empty out the harvester and turn that in for some cash. All right, there's our first full trailer, and it's 1671 again. Like, I don't understand. It's hovering at that price, so I'm going to continue to sell it at that price. I don't know why it's like that, but it is a thing. So we will continue to make money off of that random fact. So another thing I thought we would talk about today is the roads here. What's going to be a field boundary and what's not? Because some of these are hard road and some of them aren't. So like what we're on right now is a different road than this one. Okay. So where do we end? You know, can I run over there? You know, do we do that? No, probably not. But we do down here. So if we do down 49, we can go into here because the lane is different. Then we got over here and it's different yet again. So I don't know, you know, where are we going to limit ourselves in our fields, I guess is my question. You know, I want it to be as big as I can. I think that that's going to be a very, very interesting thing to do. I just don't know how to go about it. I don't know which ones we should connect and everything. I'm still 44, 45, 49 are the obvious choices. 46 and 50 on top of that would be pretty cool. I mean, let's just be honest, that would be pretty cool. 53 and 54 I think we should not do. But maybe we need to throw 43 and 48 on top of those as well. I don't know. It's money down the road, but you know, we're sticking with this for a while, so really don't care. But should be. I want to do it big, like I do. I want to. I want them to be a massive field. Like I want that feeling of accomplishment, of doing a gigantic field of something. Probably sunflowers, because why not? Oh, we were like negative 19 grand, by the way. I think. It felt like that. Yeah, I'll take the $57,000 per trailer load, like every day. That's so nice. I just wish it didn't have to have half the field to do it, so... You know, I mean, it's fine. It's just a little A little bad, I think. You know, the more I look at this, the more excited I am to expand. I really am. 49 is going to be the next purchase. Like, it's, well, the next purchase after equipment, because we have to have equipment to work this. You know, everything we have right now is a little too small, so we're going to have to get them numbers up. I'd like to have the 50-foot disc plow, plow, the John Deere one. I think it's a 2623. It's about 109 grand. The planter is 15 meter, and I would love to have the flexi coil. At some point, I do want to get the Airhawk. Or is it Airhawk? Seedhawk. At some point, I do want to get that, so that'd be pretty cool. I'm gonna say we're about halfway done with the field already, so we're making money, just not in the rate that I thought we would. So that kind of sucks, to be honest. So it is what it is, I guess. All right, so we got one last field I want to take care of today, and that is field 18. We're just gonna very quickly turn off that, and let's go to start recording there and hit B. Oh, I already missed some. Wonderful. Don't think that's gonna hurt us too awful much, but it does suck. It's a feels bad, man. I wish I could zoom out more. I feel like some tractors can zoom out more than others, and this is the one that I don't think I can zoom out anymore. And while it looks nice, being able to zoom way out with a spreader this wide is pretty handy. So my only real concern is that fields 44 and 45 are going to pay for the planter. Like, I really need the bigger planter right now, and I'm hoping that it does. It should. We're like 100 grand short, and we get $57,000 per trailer load, so you know we should have it. But at the same time, I worry. I do worry that it will not be enough. All right, then we can stop and hit save, and this is the F8 F18 36 meter Sprada. There we go. Sweet. And we can go to this and put it in there. Yes, I do have a field 18 tab. There we go. Good for us. And we can clear that out. There we go. And we're good to go. Sweet. So I think that is where I'm going to end it. Really kind of working towards the cedar first, and then everything else later. But I guess we'll just have to see what comes. So should be pretty okay every other way anyway. We're just kind of moving along at this point, and we're actually going to end up keeping this over here. That's where I put the other one, so let's fold it up to where it's nice and skinny. And I can't drive because reasons. Oh my god, it's so short. It doesn't want to turn right. Ugh. But anyway, yeah, we'll end here for today, and we'll pick it back up and hopefully be making lots and lots of money in the next episode and get something new, because getting new things is the best thing.